Well, I think what we can say is that, I mean, it does, well, Dave, you were talking about it earlier. I mean,
well, the cool thing about it is that, we're making a real effort. You know, we always have, but I think more than before. The video games, movies, television, it's all, kind of coming together in a lot of ways. There's a lot of cross-technology, and since we've been working, for 7 years directly with George on Clone Wars, it was neat to have Matt, someone that's worked with George on the writing, be involved with the game. And I've talked to Dom Robillard about, things that they're doing with the game, and they have really great technology behind it. If you've seen some of the gameplay, I mean, it's absolutely fantastic. And, we look at that to see how that might help us in animation. So we're really working together at Lucasfilm in new ways. They work with ILM. It's a great game. I think they're doing a great story, and it's really something for the company to be proud of, because pretty much every division we have is kind of coming together in different ways to make it happen.
I mean, the stuff I've seen is mind-blowing, and I'm not easily shocked.
Cool. All right, so I'm going to,
I don't know.
On the topic of spoilers, we'll see how we get through this next round, because it's the lightning round, and I'm gonna ask you about characters, recurring characters in season 5, and what can you tell us about them? So, because
if you just name a character, you maybe say dead or alive.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go.
Dead. Next one. Alive. Next one. Dead. Dead.
No.
Dead. Alive.
Well,
definitely dead.
We'll
died twice. Got cut in half. Revived. Died. Then revived again.
Partially dead.
Is now only a head. All that's possible.
It's true.
I mean, when you think about it.
Yeah, Well, let's start with Anakin. I mean, we know his fate, but what are the kind of things that we could see from him in season 5?
Who?
Anakin.
Jedi,
chosen one.
Oh, well, we know he makes it through. He's fine.
He's gonna be fine.
Boring. No, I mean, Matt Lanter, I love his Anakin. One of the things we get to do that was really fun, I think, is challenge the concept of his relationship with Padme. There's always been this idea that it's this perfect bond somehow formed right before they go and get attacked by giant monsters. Mm-hmm. And, we said, well, maybe they have challenges. Maybe they have to work together more. He's a lot younger than her. He can be impetuous. He can be childish. She's mature. She's an intellectual. She's a senator. Does that cause problems for them? And I think that's one of the things we looked into with his character, to really understand the depth of the decision he makes in Revenge of the Sith, which is really based on her and her life.
So it's not always a picnic on Naboo, is that what you're saying?
It's not always a picnic on Naboo. No. We will find out a little bit more, though, and this is spoilerific, but I'm just going for it. We'll find out a little bit more about how much Obi-Wan knows about what's going on this year, which I think people have always wondered.
Yeah. On the subject of Obi-Wan, man, he really took a pounding in season 4.
He did, yeah, he did.
So he's sitting out season 5, he's going to be safe?
No, it's not getting any better for him. It's going to be, you understand at the end of this why he lives in the desert alone. He just is...
Needs some quiet time.
Yeah, he's not just watching that kid. He's just like, I'm so tired of people. So...
Gardening.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rock gardening.
He just can't win.
Rock garden.
Ahsoka, what can we look forward to her going through?
X9, she was messing with me today, so it's looking bad for her character. She threw a rubber snake at me. I don't know why. I don't know what that was about. Probably the Indiana Jones Blu-ray, but she threw a snake at me, so I said, "You're so dead now." And then she just looks at me like, oh, like, what? So she has a great year, Ahsoka. I think more than any other year, there's development on her character in a major way. I know that we set some things up with the character Lux Bonteri in the Death Watch episode last season. We fall through with a lot of that this season. And then we continue on to see, some pretty big things happen to her this year.
All right. Earlier this year, sadly, we lost Ian Abercrombie.
Yeah.
But Chancellor Palpatine is in the show, and will we see him more?
Yeah, Ian. I mean, he's fantastic. I can't say enough about what he did bringing Palpatine to life in Sidious, and it is such a loss for us not to have him. That he's almost irreplaceable. I don't know how to do it, but luckily for us, he's in season 5 almost all the way through. So you'll be hearing his work, for pretty much the whole season, which is fantastic. And I think what was especially exciting for him was that for the first time ever, Darth Sidious won't just be a hologram. He is going to be in the flesh.
Excellent. So let's move on to the subject of Death Watch.
Death Watch.
Because we saw them quite prominently in that trailer. And way back in Season 2, I think it'd probably be safe to say that many were surprised by the depiction of the Mandalorian culture in the show, particularly with Satine's beliefs. But now it looks like Vizsla's looking to reclaim that Mandalorian heritage that we all kind of expected.
That's right.
Was that the plan all along, Dave?
Oh, absolutely. We're nothing if well planned here. We don't make this up as we go along. That would be crazy.
So then you were biting your tongue for 2 years now?
Yeah, I think that's true in some ways. I think the important thing about the Mandalorians is to realize that they're a culture, and like any culture in our world, they change and evolve. They have highs and lows. They adapt. And if you're a warrior race for thousands of years, chances are at one point you probably almost got yourselves destroyed or destroyed yourselves, which would have a pretty devastating effect on your people. But the big question is how long, if that is truly who you are in your soul and in your heart, how long can you deny that, and how successfully can you deny that? And I think that made it, a lot more interesting for them as a civilization. We really knew from the get-go and, from the meetings that we wanted the Mandalorians to be a very high-tech, sophisticated military society. They can resort to barbarism when they're on the run and when they're, weakened and they don't have a lot of resources. But like any military, they need resources. They need backing. They need fuel. So many tank battles stall out because they simply ran out of fuel. If you study World War II history. So these are all real challenges for these real warriors in a high-tech civilization. And, we got to play with them, I think, on a grand scale this season, which we may or may not see momentarily.
Well, before, I do want to talk about a character that we revealed last year here, which was Bo-Katan.
Bo-Katan, yeah.
And we only got just a little taste of her in Season 4, but now, what else can we expect for her in Season 5?
She's going to do more this... Daniel Logan's not going to like this comment, but she's going to do more this season than Boba Fett ever did. She kicks butt on a major scale. Daniel's right down there. I got to say this, Daniel. Stand up, Daniel. Stand up, Daniel. There's my buddy Daniel Logan. Yeah. Boba Fett. We let you do some good battling on the show. It's good. And I want to debunk something while we're here, though, and that is that Daniel, Boba Fett's not in this season. Boba Fett's not. He's not in this season. He's not. I know online some people were thinking that, and I hate when you're all disappointed.
Right.
It crushes me. So I just set that up now. Yeah. But Daniel's doing some brilliant work.
Wait, is this Daniel first learning this?
No, Daniel knows.
Oh, okay.
Daniel's privy to all types. Yeah, sorry, Dan. No work for you. So whatever you were planning to do this season, budget-minded, but no.
Sandals.
Just kidding. No, I've seen a lot of Daniel recently. There's a spoiler. But not this season.
Okay.
So, and Bo-Katan's great. I really like that character. I like having these female warriors. I think, they can really kick butt. We did it with Ahsoka. At the end of the day, to be honest, why do we have Bo-Katan? It's very simple. I know these guys, they make the great costumes. Their wives, see them run around the costume. I said, you know what? Let's get the ladies some cool armor.
Yep.
That's what it is. So